ran into a little bit of trouble here in the first practice session. Got off the road and got into the tires pretty hard, but he did recover to qualify fifth.
Let's. The 92 of Ross Thompson gets wide through the corner. Oh, and Kevin Sawinski is hard into the barrier.
Yeah, you can see the hood all folded up there on Kevin Sawinski's truck.
Currently running 6th in the points, or 10th in the points, I should say. He's going to be able to back it out, but there is some damage to the truck.
Man, that tells you how tough these NASCAR trucks are, because look at the damage on the front of that car, and he's backed that thing out, and he's going to keep going.
Qualified 26th. He is not known for his road course racing. We've got a replay of it. Oh, he's got a tire rubbing on that left front.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to head to the pits. But look at this, coming out of turn 2, he just gets it off. Now, keep in mind, we've had a lot of rain, so that truck just not slowing down, and it actually moves the barrier just a little bit when it hits.
So he is nursing it around to get the auto trim design Ford back to the pit lane. We've got to take a break.
Which is very bumpy. Oh, we got a truck in the wall.
The number 78 of Dane Pittarese is into the wall. That is right at turn 12, the last turn on the track. And doesn't look like he is going anywhere. We'll have to wait and see if there will be a full course caution. Now he's trying to get it refired. Pittarese.
Well, we saw this a couple of times. Boy, that's a pretty good hit. We saw this a couple of times in practice. Guys just get off. They start to get a little push there as they head into the last corner, and there's just nothing you can do. And especially with that wet grass, there's no way to keep that truck from going into the tires.
Icy.
Yeah, man, you don't want to run side by side. Look at Setzer, though. Setzer gets by Compton, and there's Hornaday. Look at Hornaday up the inside.
Hornaday took advantage.
Oh, man.
Big contact. Sprague is the loser in this deal as he spins around.
Man, Ron Hornaday just forced his way through.
Well, what happened also, I think when we go back and see this, Stacy Compton ended up having to get into Hornaday. There were 3 wide. They just didn't have enough room.
And look at the damage on the right front of Dennis Setzer's truck. A lot of tire rub there. A lot of damage. We haven't had a look at it yet, but certainly he's got some tire rub into the left side of Hornaday's truck.
Here we go back to it. You see 3 wide here.
And this is a potential problem area. Look at that. Compton gets into the back of Setzer. Setzer, you know, Hornaday's up the inside there, and that is fairly optimistic in that part of the racetrack. But a real big mess there, and poor Jack Sprague ends up being the loser.
Yeah, Setzer gets into, or I should say, Compton gets into Setzer. He gets into Hornaday. Hornaday gets into Sprague. And you said it, Jack's the one who's parked by the side of the road.
Had a lot more damage, so Jack Sprague must know something that we don't know.
I'm wondering if something got messed up in the gearbox or the bottom end when he went up over the rumble strip. Here's
this is a great look from Dennis Setzer. You see Ron Hornaday up the inside there, and the contact, it starts with Compton, but then Hornaday, and there's Sprague spinning off. And I'm wondering if the rear axle in Sprague's truck hasn't been damaged.
Oh. Whoa! Mike Stefanik right in front of him slides off. Our points leader in the USG Rookie of the Year over Scott Hansen and David Starr finds himself slipping a few positions. He is now, was actually in 19th, but he is dropping back. On the 16, they're claiming that Setzer gave him a brake check. It looks like they've got problems with the radiator on the Napa Chevrolet.
They're headed behind the wall. Listen to this onboard from Dennis Setzer's, and they're going very slow here. Listen. Now, unless something else happened that we didn't see, that sure didn't look like a brake check. I mean, Setzer was just having to slow down to slow down behind the pace truck.
Well, the number on the road course, and oh no, Rob Morgan in the festival turn. Look out, everybody. That's a vulnerable spot. Somehow, everybody makes it without tagging him on the driver's side door. He was primed for a T-bone. He's got damage to the right front. So Morgan, who was running in 12th position at the time, is going to find himself losing a lot of ground. We've got another chance to take a look and see exactly what happened.
Well, not surprising. First lap after the restart, first flying lap down into the festival curves, and it looks like Rob Morgan just gets tagged there by Boris Said. Actually, look at the flame from underneath Boris Said's car as Jay Sauter makes his way around. So does Mike Stefanik and a whole host of other trucks.
Barra shown in 15th position after his pit stop. And remember, he took on rights. And there you can see the damage on.
And that's the question. Can Joe Rudman see Ron Fellows? Oh!
And that is Lance Norrick, who gets spun around as a result. Is he able to keep it going? Yes. Look out from behind. Norrick, Setzer gets through. So Norrick slides back. He is running in 16th position right now after his last pit stop.
Big run, and he's where he wants to be. And side by side through that first apex, Fellows will have the advantage. Oh, Fellows spun!
Fellows spins, the side-by-side contact. Here comes Tolsma to get around. Here comes Terry Cook to get around. That puts him back to 5th.
Right side tires, and here they are side by side going through that first apex. And Fellows has got the line here, but they just get together. And actually, Biffle almost spun it. I thought initially Biffle was going to spin and Fellows was going to come out okay. But it actually worked out the other way around.